This conference will now be recorded.
Hi everyone, this is Ravi, and in this video I'm going to explain you about MetaBot. So basically I'm going to tell you how to create MetaBot and how to use that MetaBot with the task bot. Okay, in my previous video I've already explained you about the various information about the MetaBot, like what is MetaBot, what is MetaBot Designer, what is logic, okay, what is calibrate, all those options I have already explained you about my previous videos. So what I'm going to do, like I'm going to share that video link in this video description, so in case if you want to know more about MetaBot, kindly refer to that video. Okay, so basically I'm going to use a web-based application called Salesforce. So I'm going to create a logic, or I'm going to build a logic to perform different types of activities in Salesforce. Okay, so let's start. So what I have to do, I have to go to Automation Anywhere. Okay, to start the MetaBot, first you have to go to MetaBot section. Okay, then you have to click on new. So once you click on new, it will open a box. Okay, so what you have to do, basically you have to put a name here. So let's say whatever name you want to put for a MetaBot, you can go ahead and put that name, and you have to select the application. Let's see, currently I'm going to use a Salesforce, which is web-based application, which I have opened using Internet Explorer. So that you can see here, which is available, right? So what you have to do, you have to put the name and select the options. Okay, so I'm not going to select this because currently I have already created that name, Salesforce MetaBot. So what I will do, I will click on edit. So once I click on edit, it will take me into a MetaBot Designer. Okay, so you can see, like, this is my MetaBot Designer page. So basically this is the page from where we can create a logic or develop a MetaBot. So let me click on logic. Okay, so once I click on logic, I can see so many information available, like add folder, add logic, record logic, edit and delete. So I have already explained you about these things in my previous videos. I would request you to kindly refer to that video to understand more about this information. So currently I'm going to record a logic. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to click on record logic. As soon as I click on record logic, so it will by default select that internet page where my application is open, which I have selected at the time of giving the MetaBot name and selected that application. Okay, so let me click on this particular information. Okay, so now you can see here MetaBot recorder is started, and we are seeing like stop and pause option is there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a logic which will logged into this Salesforce. Okay, so let me click here. So as soon as I click, you can see like MetaBot has captured the all those properties and command of this particular internet page. Okay, so now let me put something like I'm putting, name, ABC or password something. Okay, which I will use from the control room where I have stored this user ID and password. Okay, so currently I'm putting ABC. Let me go to password, and I'm putting something else. Now next, what I have to do, I have to click on stop. Okay, so you can see here what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a logic for each and every step, so you'll be able to understand how to create a logic and how to implement same in the task bot. Okay, so now you can see here we got two action list which is created. One is for username, another is for password. So if I click here, you can see this is like set text, and the username I have given as ABC, which is available here. Similarly, if you go to password, you can see this password field is filled with some masking information, which is like you cannot see, and this is also a set text. All right, so what we can do here, we have to pass a variable. First, what I will do, I will read a username and password from control room, and we will see whether this logic is working fine or not. Let me click on update. Okay, and now I'm reading the password from control room. So this is my Salesforce variable. I'm selecting this password. I'm clicking on update. Okay, so let me click on save. So once you click on save, it will ask you to give the logic name. So I'm giving logic name as login information. Make sure you are putting, meaningful name of the logic, so it will be easy for you to understand for what I mean for which part you have creating the particular logic. So this is done. Let me go to Salesforce. I have deleted that information from Salesforce. Now let me run and we'll see whether bot is able to fill the user ID and password in that particular box or not. Alright, so it is doing fine. Now next step is like I have to click on login. Okay, so let me go to a MetaBot designer page. Okay, so what I have to do here. Okay, I have to delete this. Okay, and I'm going to create a variable. Why I'm creating a variable? Because at the time of using this MetaBot with the task bot, you have to pass the value. Okay, so to do that you have to create a variables which will help you to pass the value from MetaBot to taskbot. So let me put something like username, and you can see the parameter type. I'm putting the information, so I'm selecting as input and clicking on yes. The same thing I will select here username. Okay, the next is my password. So this also I will delete and pass by using the user variable. Like let's say password, and here I'm selecting the input. Okay, let me click and save. So this is also done. Okay, I have to select that password. So now you can see your logic got saved. Okay, so you can see here one logic got created for logged in information. So next logic, what I have to do, I have already updated the username and password. Now I have to click on this login button. So again, I'm going there. I'm clicking on record logic. I'm selecting the page. My recorder is on. So let me click on login. So now you can see MetaBot successfully logged into Salesforce. Let me stop this. Okay. I'm putting another logic for click button. Okay. Click on login. Okay. Let me say one more thing I would like to show you here. Let me click here. So you can see here the properties, whatever is captured by the MetaBot. So here you can see the action type is click. If I click on show properties, then you can see this information is available. All those information related with that particular page is available. So this is also done. Let me close. So you can see this click on login also got created. The next is like I'm going to uh, create a logic for click. MetaBot will do a click here on contact. It will click on new, and it will fill some information here like first name, last name, account name, and the phone number. Okay, so let me cancel this and I will show you how to create that. Okay, again I'm going to a MetaBot. Okay, let me click on record logic. You can see by default MetaBot has selected that page. So next is I have to click on contacts. So it is reading the information from that particular page. So it will take 5 to 10 seconds. Sometime it will finish within a 1 to 2 seconds also. Okay. So now you can see this click part is done. Now we have to click on new. So let me do a click on new. So it will open a form to fill the information. So okay, now let me stop MetaBot and I have to give the name for this particular action. So let me click on save. So I'm putting name as creating contacts. Let me run and show you whether it is working on the, in case if it will not work, then we will, make the required changes to make it work. So you can see it is working perfect and fine. So now next is what I have to do. I have to, fill this information like first name, last name, whatever I said. Okay. So next, again, let me close this. I have to go to record logic. I have to select that page. Okay. Now let me click here and I will fill some information like first name, last name. So let me put like first name is RPA, last name is, developers, account name is Salesforce, and I'm putting a phone number is like 1234567 0. Okay, and I have to click on save and new. Okay, that's all I have to do, a save. And okay, all right guys, so now what we have to do, we have filled some information in Salesforce, so that we have to pass through a variable. Okay, so we have to create some variable to pass the value. Okay, first one is my first name. So what I have to do, I have to create a variable here is like first name, and I'm selecting option as input because we are writing something to the metabot. Okay, and the same thing I will pass here as first name, and I will do the update. The next is last name. Okay, let me delete this, and I'm creating another variable v last name, and the parameter type should be input. So I have created the required variables. Let me click on save. I'm putting logic name as filling customer data. Let me click on save. Okay, so this is also done. So what next? I'm going to use that particular that metabot with the taskbar. Okay, let me logged off from this Salesforce, so we can once again we will use taskbar to do the login and do the require action, other actions. Okay, so this is like I'm using web recorder to open this particular web page. So now you can see, after developing that metabot in this particular section, whatever metabot you have developed or you kept in your Automation Anywhere Metabot folder, which will be available in this particular section, metabot. So if you click on plus symbol, you'll be able to see the available metabot in your Automation Anywhere Metabot folder. So I have created this Salesforce metabot. So what I have to do, I have to drag that metabot into this taskbot body. Okay, so let me select that and let me drag. Okay, so you can see here, first what I have to do, I have to fill the username and password. So I have dragged that, I have selected this login information, and here I have to pass the value. So as I mentioned, like I have stored this information in control room, so I'm reading from the control room. So I'm just passing the parameter, I'm selecting the username and the password. So this is done. What you have to do, you have to click on save. So next what you have to do, I have to select that login information is done. Now click on login button, right? So I'm selecting this, Again, next what I have to do, I have to select that creating contact, because first we have to do a click on contact and the new. Okay, this is also done. But last is I have to select that, filling customer data. Here you can see like you have to pass the value for this first name, last name, and the account name. So guys, you can see here I've already created these variables. Okay, first name, last name, and account number. And here, like, I have filled some information ABC, like that. Okay, so let me select that MetaBot. Okay, now I'm going to filling customer data. So what I have to do, in first name I have to pass the variable first name. For last name I have to select that particular variable. Similarly for account name. Okay, all done. So you can see like we are only putting the value in the metabot, so hence we are giving the information in input parameter. We are not working with output parameter. So basically output parameter is useful when you are reading anything using metabot. Let's say you are reading any value from the web-based application and you are storing into a variable. That time you are going to use this output parameter. So let me click on save. Okay, okay, now let's run and we'll see whether metabot is working fine or not. Let me click on run. There's one problem happened, like I forgot to close that internet page. So Metabot got confused because two internet page was open. So let me close now. I don't have any internet page open. And let me rerun once again. So now you can see like it is successfully, filled the information in a Salesforce contact tab. Right. I hope this video is, it will be very helpful for you to understand how to create a logic using Metabot. So see, the motto behind this video is, I mean, I have tried to explain you in, very simple way so you can understand. See, if you want, you can create a one logic. I mean, you can do that recording in one particular click only, but it will be a bit confusing. You might, I mean, might get confused like where you have to fill the information, where to do the click and all. However, if you do in this way, it will be very easy to understand. If you see this code, by seeing the code, you can understand like, okay, we are doing something related with the login. I'm performing some click. We're creating some contacts. We're filling some customer data. So that is the reason I have created this logic in bit different way. So it will be easy for you to understand. So guys, that's all from this video. In next video I'm going to create some project based on a desktop based application, and there I am going to use the metabot. Okay, so I would request you to kindly subscribe my channel. Okay, in case if you have any request to special video using Automation Any or revive path, kindly go ahead and post into comment section. I will definitely work on it and I'll create those video as per your request. Okay, so that's all from my side for this video. I hope you have liked this video and it will be helpful for you to understand how to create metabot logic in a very simple way. Thank you guys for watching this video.